Hey, what is good everyone, Chris here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about the XE4, the successor of this beautiful camera, the XE3 that I love so much. And I talked a lot on this channel about it. Go ahead and check the videos, they're probably gonna be up here somewhere, and I'm gonna link in the description below if I need to. But the XE4, it's coming up, it's on the pipe, and it's coming on January 27 at the Fujifilm conference in Japan. Now today I want to tell you a few things because there are a lot of leaks, and all these pages are the specs of the new XE4, and I want to tell you a few things about it. I'm not going to get into detail. We're going to talk more and more. I'm going to have more videos about this camera because it's a lineup that I really love and I really enjoy. But let's see, it's going to have a CMOS sensor, X-Trans4 sensor, just like the XT3 and the X Pro 3. It's not a big difference. The image quality probably is gonna be the same. Still gonna have one SD card slot because this is the line, and unfortunately there is no reference of having a separate door for the SD card, so it's probably gonna be in the battery compartment. The camera is gonna shoot JPEG and RAW 14-bit, which is a lot of leeway when it comes to editing, and it also gonna have an ISO ranging from 160 to 12,800 and extended from 80 to 51,200. Also, we're gonna have 5 steps of exposure compensation up and down. It's gonna be only 1/4000 of a second on the mechanical shutter and 1 to 32,000 of a second on the electronic shutter, just like the XC3. Able to shoot around 30 frames per second in electronic shutter, and I think around 8 frames per second in mechanical shutter, or 10, something like that. No, it's gonna be 8 frames per second in mechanical shutter. So like I said, not a big difference comparing to this one. For now, only the sensor makes the difference. It's gonna have an intelligent AF, hybrid AF, contrast and phase detection with around 425, I think, or 465 autofocus points. I tried to do the math, but I don't remember exactly what I did. It does have a lot of video features, shooting from DCI 4K to 30 frames per second up to or down to 1080p, 240 frames per second in 200 megabytes per second, which makes it a pretty reliable camera if you're trying to shoot a video here and there, and will help you create more. As a content creator, we need photography and videography combined, so that is a camera that will appeal to you more. It will also have all 18 film simulations, including the last Eterna Bleach and the Eterna Cinema and the monochromatic color and so on and so forth. They are rumoring to have a new film simulation that I'm very excited about, called Nostalgic Negative, which everyone believes is going to be a copy or a iteration of the Portra 400 in the past, of their amazing film stock. But I'm hoping for Superior 400, different stuff from different people, like I said. So yeah, 18 film simulations all in, and hopefully we're gonna have this one as well. Maybe they didn't mention it in the press release, so they won't disclose the whole thing. The dynamic range is gonna be up to 400% when you're shooting different ISOs. You know that the 400% you only get it above 640, which is good because you're getting a lot, especially when you're shooting video and in like very high dynamic range scenes. Other than that, we have the same battery, the MPW 126S, which is a downside for Fujifilm in my opinion, and they should get rid of this battery. And I was hoping that these new cameras are going to have the new battery in the XT4, but apparently they want to keep this one. They said that it's rated to 380 shots, maybe for the XT4, maybe the X-Trans4 manages the power differently, and they will be able to increase the number of frames that you're getting out of it. Also, it shoots 45 minutes up to 50 minutes video continuously, either in 4K or 1080p. And the thing that impressed me much was the fact that the starting time is less than a half a second, which if you're shooting street photography or things that are not require fast action, you can turn it off and turn it on and then be ready to shoot. I mean, the XT3, you can tell, I'm gonna show you how fast it turns on and off. So on, off, on. I think it's around a second, so they reduce half of that time, which again, it's very good for them. Now, what are my opinions about it? I'm very happy to see that the design change, and you saw the photos that I put up during this video. There is a very small notch or a cut right here in the corner. If the design is true and the photos are the ones that they're actually real, that design is pretty nice. It looks, again, I'm gonna mention it and people are gonna hate me, looks like a Leica camera or an old you know, SLR camera, because it is like a piece of metal, very classy, simple, with nothing on top. We're gonna have the same buttons right here on top like you saw in the designs, and that's it. Now, my take about this camera, I think that is a great camera. The sensor is already tested. Like I said, I do love my X-T3, I do love my X Pro 3. I don't think that there's gonna be any difference in image quality, so I don't think if that matters to anyone. But what matters is that Fujifilm is going up, going after Sony in their aps-c lineup, and I believe that Fujifilm is already on top. But with these features, these new things that they're adding to their cameras, definitely will beat Sony and will become the ones that everyone will rely when it comes to aps-c sensors. This camera might be for everyone, might be just for those who prefer to have a hybrid you know, camera to shoot on. The price, they say it's gonna be $150 for the body itself, and like I said, we're gonna talk at the end of the video, and it's gonna be $1,050 for the kit, and the kit comes with the 27mm f2.8 Mark II. So that is another lens that's gonna be released there, and they make the kit because I think that this is the perfect kit. And if they saw my videos talking about the XE3 and the 27 2.8, I think this is the perfect kit for anyone shooting Fujifilm. It's simple, it's small, it's easy to use. You can definitely put it on auto if you don't know anything about cameras and still have that focal length that it's perfect for you know, the human eye and for the perception of your frames. 27mm is around 42mm, I think, in full frame, and that is perfect. It's exactly what we're seeing with our eyes. And the 27 2.8 Mark II is gonna have an aperture ring, the thing that everyone was cringing about and talking, and I did too. And also it's gonna be weather resistant, which is perfect. That will definitely be my new lens for street photography, not worrying about the rain, the snow, the dust and everything else, and having it with me all the time. This form factor is amazing. It's probably the smallest, most sharpest and most reliable lens I've ever used. And again, the smallest, there are other lenses better than this one for sure, but in terms of how much glass you can fit in this small lens and how good it is, it's amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you didn't already. Hit that notification bell to always be notified when I'm putting videos up. Also, give these videos a thumbs up. Super important, because people are watching them, and the more you are interacting with my video, the more it's gonna be in the rankings on YouTube, and more people are gonna see them. And as I say for you lately, stay focused, my friends. I will definitely see you in a bit.